I learned not to deal with boy crazy women very, very fast. You just gotta let those bitches have it, because my God. So one day I am at dinner with my homegirl. We're doing girl dinner. So we're yapping it up, gossiping, with our strawberry lemon drops with tequila, not vodka. Yeah. And we get to the topic of boys. So now it's time to talk about boy stuff, right? Now, this friend, she is very, very secretive about her romantic relationships unless they're like something she sees going somewhere. So she won't really tell me about like someone she's like hooking up with or like just casually dating, anything like that. She's not going to tell me that. So when she starts to bring up this boy, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. So she tells me about this boy that she's been talking to for like 2 or 3 months now. And she's like, I really like him. And I actually do think like things could work out. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I know him? Like, where'd you meet him? Like, all of the tea. I want to know everything. I want to know everything, girl. So I'm asking her all the typical friend questions, right? And she's like, I don't think you do, but maybe. I'm like, oh, what's his name? We'll just call him Anthony. She's like, this guy named Anthony. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I'm talking to a guy named Anthony right now too. And she's like, oh, what does he look like? And I pull out his Instagram and she's like, no way. That's the Anthony I'm talking to. I'm like, oh, well, this is a little awkward. It's a little awkward. And she's like, how long have you been talking to him? I said, I mean, he's been on the roster for like 6 months now. Like, I don't know. We've been like I said, casually dating. We're nothing serious, but we've just been like casually dating. And she's like, that's so insane. Like, we literally he's at my house every night. Like, when is he able to see you? I'm like, coming to think of it, most of our dates are during the day. We're doing like adventurous stuff. We're going to the zoo, aquariums, stuff like that, like fun stuff. She's like, I never thought of it, but because I'm at work, I only see him at night. And I'm like, okay, well, this is getting increasingly worse. And me, I'm never going to compete with my friend over a man. I'm not going to compete with anyone over a man. I will just find any man. Not that hard, not that serious. So I tell her, like, I think maybe we should both, like, just take a step back from it, because clearly he's not telling the truth with either of us, or I don't know, something weird is going on. I never said that he wasn't talking, like, we never established that we weren't talking to other people, so I'm not mad that he's talking to other people. But the fact that you're talking to my friend and it's 2 months after me and you or 3 months after me and you started talking, something's fishy, because we're friends at that point. Like, I post her on my story and stuff like that. So my take on it is he saw her on my story and also wanted her. So he DM'd her and basically just tried to play both sides, and it backfired, because why wouldn't friends talk about who they're talking to, right? Right. When I tell her, like, we should just both mutually stop talking to him, she's like, oh, I would never do that. I was like, okay, this is weird. So I just kind of am like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop talking to him then. I guess you can have him, like, I don't know. But the energy gets very, very weird. Like, the energy is so weird. And basically for the rest of the night, we're kind of just like on our phones laughing at like TikTok and stuff like that until we're done. We pay our bill. We go our separate ways. I text her like, hey, did you make it home safe? No response. Now, I continue to reach out to her because, mind you, this is my friend. So I'm like, hey, girl, are you good? Hey, girl, are you good? No response. She still follows me on Instagram and stuff, though. So, like, I still see her stories. She's posting just fine. And she actually ended up posting him. Mind you, he still is in my phone heavily, like, trying to hang out, still trying to see me. So I'm thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Like, maybe I just should have kept quiet about the whole thing. So one day he calls me and I answer this time because I want him to know, like, okay, you got to leave me alone. I know you're talking to my friend now. Like, you have to leave me alone. I answer the phone and it's her. she's on the phone. I'm like, okay, this looks really bad. I'm like, I get how it looks. So all of a sudden, she is posting a bunch of quotes about like how women are fake, and she can't trust women, and men just a bunch of subliminals, right? So I'm catching them. I'm like, okay. And then she starts posting about how I'm fake, and she starts posting my business. Like, she actually put a name on it this time. That's when it was like, okay, girl, you're crazy. You're being crazy. So I try to reach out like, hey girl, you're overdoing it. Nothing is even happening. Like, what you think is happening isn't even happening. You didn't even give me a chance on the phone to explain what's going on. And now you're painting this narrative of me being like this evil bitch who like stole your man. And that's not at all what was going on. No response. So I'm like, okay, she's still going crazy on Instagram, still posting about me, exposing information that like no one else needs to know. Not even bad information, but like, girl, no one needs to know this. Why are you telling people my business? So then I'm like, okay, F it. So I reach out to old boy and I'm like, can you please get your girlfriend and tell her like whatever she thinks is going on is not going on? He tells me no. He goes, I actually don't care what's going on between you two. You should not have dropped me. I only was trying to talk to her because I was trying to make you jealous, and then you dropped me. So now whatever comes your way, I don't care. He goes on to say he doesn't even want to be with her. He only was with her to make me mad, to try and get me to come back. So now I'm looking at both of them like, you guys are both insane. Like, you guys are both kind of made for each other. This is like borderline, you need grippy socks behavior. Both of you. So what do? I screenshot this and I send it to her. And I'm like, girl, I don't like, you're punishing me. And look at how he's talking about you. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about me even. He doesn't care about our friendship. He doesn't care. I need you to wrap that, like, get that through your head. He doesn't care. So when I tried to save both of us and told you just drop him, I was doing you and me a favor. Look at what's going on now. Me and you can't be friends because now you've crossed the line. I'll never be your friend again. Me and him, he's a fucking insane lunatic loony bin who is using you to try and get back at me for whatever reason, because I'm okay letting him go. I don't care to let him go so you can have him, because clearly you cared a lot more than I did. And now I look crazy to all these people on Instagram that you're exposing my business to. Everybody's just looking crazy. And you know who doesn't care? He doesn't care. So she finally responds and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I literally, the way he was painting it was all you. I said, yeah, of course he's painting it that way. They always paint it that way. So after this, basically, I was like, bitch, we can't be friends. I don't like him. I don't like you as two people together or separate. I don't like either of you. We won't be friends. And I learned my lesson about messing with girls that are boy crazy, because girl, you did all this and he didn't want you to begin with. Okay. She did try to be my friend later on, and I am just not the kind of person that's like, oh, I'll give you a second chance. I trust you again. Like, the relationship would never be the same. So I just told her, like, I think that's dead and gone. Like, that ship has sailed. We're good. I don't want to be your friend. And yeah, that's basically what he still to this day still tries to talk to me. I don't know if they were together or not, or what happened after I told her, leave me the fuck alone. But he still to this day tries to talk to me. So I don't really know. But I do know I don't fuck with bitches that their whole life revolves around a man, because no. Look at what you did. You evil, crazy bitch.
When I was a junior in high school, I reported a student-teacher relationship happening in one of my classes to our SRO, and instead of the administration taking that seriously and investigating that teacher, I was pulled into the office, threatened to be removed, told that I was a bully and to keep my mouth shut or there would be consequences for me, and then they removed that SRO from our school. Let's talk about it. It was 2007, and I attended a large public high school in North Texas, and I decided that I was going to join the FFA in order to take the veterinary technician class in order to obtain my CVA, because my whole goal in life was to be in veterinary medicine, and I still am in some capacity. It was a very small class. There was less than 10 of us, a few guys, a handful of girls, and our teacher was a male in his mid-20s. One of the main goals of this class was to use our knowledge and skills and go compete in Houston, Texas against other students across the state. Naturally, I was super excited about this competition and this class. As I said, veterinary medicine has always been my passion, and so this was something I was very excited about. Me and several other students in my class had started to notice this one particular student making odd comments and then different things happening around the classroom that seemed very suspicious. At first, it was a little bit of a joke, and then we started noticing some truly concerning things. One of the first things that happened was the teacher's bridal portrait of his wife that was on display in his office was no longer on display. The windows in the classroom, both the door that came into the classroom and the window that separated his office from the classroom, were continuously covered up with paper and different posters and things. And we started taking them down every day, only for them to be covered up the next day. We often saw the student down at that end of the school. It was kind of a secluded spot, and she was always in his office, and we even saw her car parked next to his vehicle outside of the school after school hours on multiple occasions. As we got closer to the competition, the teacher started to be a little more checked out about the material, and honestly, I was working in a clinic at the time, and so I was going through a lot of the material with my classmates on our own. So the day finally arrives that we leave to go to Houston. The teacher was the only chaperone on this trip because it was a small group of us, and so for some reason, even though there was majority girls, he was the only one, I guess, required to go. And because it was such a small group of us, we traveled down to Houston in like an expedition. There was a taller guy in our class, and so he was naturally going to take the shotgun seat. And when he went to do so, this student absolutely lost her mind in front of everyone, threw the biggest toddler tantrum about not being able to sit shotgun with our teacher. So the teacher gave in. She rode shotgun. And because we had a super early competition, we went down the night before. And so we had a hotel room, and it was all the girls in one room, the guys in another room, and then the teacher had his own hotel room separately. As girls do, since we had an early competition, we discussed the night before the logistics of who was showering when and planned accordingly. So the next morning we woke up and quickly realized that student was no longer in our room. We couldn't get in touch with her. We couldn't get in touch with our teacher. We even walked over to the boys' room. I don't even think that we knew where the teacher's room was situated, but nobody knew where that student was. So we proceeded to get ready, and all of a sudden that student walks back into the room, fully dressed and ready, even though she had not been in our room, and said, "Man, that teacher looks like hell this morning." To which I said, "Why do you know what our teacher looks like this morning?" She just kind of brushed me off and didn't really answer me, along with any other comments or questions that were directed towards her during this time by any of us. She just kind of ignored us and wouldn't answer. So we get done with the competition. She rides shotgun back, and then just more and more interactions started to become suspicious. And so I decided that I was going to talk to our SRO, who I had already known prior to attending this school, because I have family in law enforcement, and I happened to actually know him before I was ever enrolled there. When I spoke with him, unfortunately, it was outside of a office, because that office was being used by another student or something like that at the time. And so I just remember talking to him out in like a back hallway of our school. He took me very seriously and said that he was going to report it to the school and open an investigation against the teacher. Now, hindsight, as I'm in my 30s, I have several questions that I wish I would have known or had the mind to ask, and I would love to go back and figure it out now and like why things worked the way that they did, but here's how it did work. Apparently, when I was talking to this SRO, our principal happened to be around the corner and heard me talking to him. So shortly after I made that report, I found myself being called into the principal's office and being sat down by the principal and the assistant principal and told that I was being accused of bullying this student and that if I didn't keep my mouth shut, I would be removed from the class, which again, I was excited to be in and wanted to obtain my CVA. And so I kept my mouth shut. Then I realized the SRO that I made that report to was also no longer anywhere to be found, and a new SRO was there in his place. I followed up with that SRO and was told that that investigation was very quickly open and closed. He also expressed to me at the time that he did not agree with the fact that that investigation was open and closed. So we go through the rest of the school year and my senior year, and I graduate. There was still weird things happening with that teacher. It was always not good. I actually just kind of kept in touch with this SRO on and off after that year. And then after I graduated, I got a phone call from him and he said, "Hey, I have an update for you." He said, "Do you remember the teacher that you reported to me that the investigation very conveniently got open and closed?" I said, "Yes, I sure do. Is he in jail yet?" And he said, "Yes, he is, but not for that student. He got caught with that student's 15-year-old sister." So you can still find that teacher's mugshot to this day. I did Google him. I'll put a picture. If you happen to know what school that was, it probably wouldn't be too hard to find. And you would also find that that school had been through another recent scandal. And I think, that's probably why this got swept under the rug, although the scandal that happened before was with the cheerleaders and nothing to do with this. So it was a completely separate issue that should have been taken more seriously and investigated, obviously, because this teacher pursued young women. So in light of several stories that I've seen lately with things about schools and teachers and just several things that have come across my FYP, I just wanted to share my story because I was silenced so long ago, and it was in fact happening, and I was not bullying her. I was just trying to do the right thing. I also now have a friend that actually went back to work for this high school that we went to, and that principal is no longer there either, although he was there for quite some time.
Okay, so today I'm going to be doing part one of how I got my ass punched up in my sleep trying to lay up with a boy. So when I was 16, I was going with a boy, and we're not going to use real names in this story, so we're going to call this boy Ted. So I was going with this boy, Ted, and he was like 20. Okay, so yeah, he was like 20 or whatever. So I was going with this boy at the time. We was going with each other for like 6 months. And I ended up wanting to get my first wig installed, y'all. Mind you, just when I was 16. So I wanted to get my first wig installed, so I wanted him to help me pay for it. But he never used to have no money. Like, he was a sometime-y ass nigga. Sometimes he had money, then sometimes he wouldn't. So, just so happened when I go in to go get me a motherfucking wig installed, he didn't have no fucking money. So, I got mad. We ended up getting into a big argument, and we ended up breaking up. Well, we didn't even break up. We just went on a little break or whatever. So, fast forward or whatever, I ended up popping up at his house after I went to this, like, Playboy's party, and he had a girl over there. Y'all, when I tell y'all how I lost it, but that's for a different story time. So, like, speed up, like, a few weeks ahead. The same girl that I caught at his house, we going at it about this nigga. Like, neither one of us is letting up. She not letting up. I'm not letting up. We going at it about this nigga. Like, when I say y'all, we literally at each other's throats for weeks about this nigga. So, one day, we was on the phone, me and him. We trolling each other bad as hell. So, I'm like, I'm finna come over there and beat your ass. So, he like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I caught a gas ride, and I made the gas ride drop me off down the street just so I can make sure this nigga wasn't on no weird shit. So, I told the gas ride, like, park down the street. Like, I'm finna walk down there. Like, I was trying to make sure it wasn't a girl up in there. So, the gas ride parked down the street. I ended up walking to the house. And the way his room was like, you can walk in the house through his room. So, I go to his door. I'm knocking on his door or whatever. He laughing. He playing this shit. I'm not playing. So, he finally opened up the door. Okay, I had to hit the tail because this story be stressing me the fuck out. Okay, so he let me in the house. We fighting and shit. We going back and forth with my bitch because you been trying to do your big one on me. So we just going back and forth. We fighting. We going back and forth shit. So he like, you standing right here. You're not going back home. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we just chilling. We smoking. We chilling. We watching TV. We talking about everything that's been going on. Like how we both just been on bullshit with each other. So my friend Zari ended up coming over after she got off work. Because at this time we was working at Charlie's. So she over there with us. We just smoking. We just chilling. We just all talking about all the crazy shit that's been going on. So it fast forward, it get later at the night and shit. We just still smoking, chilling, like just vibing. I ended up posting him in between my legs, like, this the nigga everybody so mad about. And girl, when I say the girls were heated, their panties were in a bunch. They did not like that. So the girl that I had popped up on him on, she ended up seeing it. She like, I'm finna show y'all something. I'm finna show y'all something. Like, finna show y'all bitches. I'm like, what she finna show us? No, me, I'm still young, dumb, full of cum. I'm not too much thinking of nothing. I'm like, I'm over here with my man. The bitch ain't finna do me nothing. So, boom, later on, get like real late now. So my friend's already like, I'm finna go home or whatever. So y'all was so crazy about it. Right before she went home, she like, you want me to stay here with you? Because, you know, like, it be some weird shit going on. So I'm like, girl, no, I'm over here with my man. My man ain't finna let nothing happen to me. My little young, dumb, full of cum ass. So I'm like, girl, yeah, go ahead, go home. I'm over here all the time. My man ain't finna let nothing happen to me. I'm good. So boom, y'all, she ended up going home. Me and Ted ended up trying to Netflix and chill. But he ended up falling asleep. So I'm just up, y'all. I'm just smoking. I'm on my phone, y'all. I'm just up after he fall asleep, y'all. But it's something in my gut. Y'all know, like, how I have women intuition. It's something in my gut telling me, like, bitch, don't go to sleep. Don't take your bitch ass to sleep. But what I end up doing, falling my bitch ass to sleep. So, y'all, Ted, at the time, he didn't have a door on his room. He had, like, a cover, so I knew I had no business fucking with this nigga. But he had, like, a sheet up as his door. So, like, he didn't have no door. So, he had, like, a cover, a sheet up as the door. So, I'm steady hearing somebody, like, you know, move the sheet and shit, like, move the door, like, basically. So, move the sheet. I'm thinking in my sleep, like, the whole time, y'all, I'm asleep. But I'm having thoughts in my sleep. This is how I know I should have got the fuck up. So, I'm in my sleep. I'm like, damn, like, who keep coming by the motherfucking doorway? I'm like, it's probably his mama, his brother, or somebody. You know, somebody else just, like, trying to see who up in here. I'm not thinking too much of it still. But, y'all, I kid y'all not, on my son, I kept hearing the fucking sheet. So, boom, stop hearing the sheet after a while. I feel the cover coming up off my face. I'm thinking, y'all, it's just him probably trying to get up out the bed, go to the bathroom, go do something, y'all. Why the fuck do I feel a hard-ass punch like, bitch, you thought y'all was finna lay up? Y'all, I thought I was motherfucking dreaming. But, okay, y'all, so I finally feel the, bitch, y'all thought y'all was finna lay up? She really there, y'all. It's not a dream. She really punched me. So I feel another mink. I'm like, oh. So, y'all, at this point, I'm trying to raise up. I'm trying to get up, y'all. Ted hops over me, y'all. He got his body, like, restrained down on me. Like, he got all his strength down on my body, y'all. I'm trying to get up, but I can't get up. So, at this point, she knocking the Mario coins out of his head. She literally misconduct him, y'all, literally. The whole time she hit him, I'm yelling at him, like, get the fuck up off me. Let me up, like, get up. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I cannot get up. That boy had all his strength down on me. So it's like, as soon as she got done hitting him, y'all, we all just hopped up. Mind y'all, it's pitch dark black. I see a long, sleeky shaft build player, a long 12-inch Subway shoes going in the air, y'all. Nike just doing it, just running out the door, y'all. In the middle, it's a little meatball built bitch. She trying to stumble out the door, y'all. I'm not thinking about none of them, y'all. Whole time, I went around and looking for. I went around the room looking everywhere for it, y'all. Everywhere. I'm looking everywhere for it. Because it's usually right by the bed, y'all, when we go to sleep. This particular time, y'all, when I tell y'all Glee is nowhere to be found. At this point, he running at the door after them. I'm still running around there in my little Walmart panties. I wasn't even laid up in the pink panties, y'all. That's how y'all know I wasn't on point. I was in the Walmart dudes. No luck finding Glee, y'all. Still no luck finding Glee. So at this point, I'm running around the room looking for any little piece of clothing I can find to put on because no. I finally find some little shorts to put on. Boom. I'm running towards the door they had to go outside. He running back towards me. Y'all, before this boy could get out, even when he had to say it, I just fired on his ass. So I'm just hitting him, y'all. I'm spitting on him. I'm kicking him. I'm spitting on him. You set me up. You set me up. Yeah, I spit it on him. I'm like, you set me up. You let them come here and do this to me. You let them do it. I'm on his ass. He like, bro, you tripping? I was sleeping with you. Da, da, da. They hit both of us. Da, da, da. He I didn't set you up. He just steady. I ain't trying to hear it, y'all. I'm on his ass. I'm not letting up. So boom, y'all finally lit up. So he like, my uncle set me up. I'm finna go up there. Hold that nigga. Da, da. So he run upstairs to go check his uncle. Y'all, when I tell you I'm still downstairs, I'm even yelling at the dog. Bitch, you always barking. You mean to tell me you let these bitches come down here and run down on me? You ain't barked down one time? I'm mad as fuck, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all I'm so mad, I'm looking for my phone. I can't find my phone. I can't find nothing, y'all. I'm mad. I'm so mad. So he come back in the room. I get to spitting back on him, y'all. I'm swinging on him. I'm like, cause how they get in here? How they get in here? Y'all, remember I told y'all I seen a long shaft, 12-inch subway subway shoe wearing bitch. He talked about his uncle said she had to pee, and she was with the girl he used to talk to, so he let him in. So the uncle come downstairs. I'm hoeing him. I'm like, and that's why they was popping the airbed. You thought the airbed was popped on accident. No, they wanted you to go home. They was really popping the airbud on purpose so you could go home. You steady trying to tape it up and re-blow it up. They want you to go home. So I'm telling him they tired of you wearing their shoes, they clothes. They said you 26 sleeping in the living room on the airbed. I'm just going off on him. So I'm texting her. I'm like, no, you got to come back. I need that. Y'all, she playing in my face right now. She said, you thought you was finna lay up? My little dumb, young, full of cum ass. I'm like, yeah, I still am finna lay up, but I'm finna beat your ass. So just so happened, y'all, my friends in a group call. Y'all, I joined the group call so calm. I'm like, y'all, guess what just happened to me, y'all? They like, what? I'm like, y'all, she done came in here and hit me on my sleep. They all like, no, she didn't, Gigi. Like, you lying. Y'all, when I tell you I just got the crying, like, real tears of anger, like, I was so mad. It wasn't like, no, I'm sad. No, I was mad. So I'm like, no, y'all, like, I'm finna fight. Like, I'm finna fight. I don't care if I'm finna fight by myself or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm finna fight. Ted, little skinny jeans, two-tone wearing ass, come back in the room talking about, you not finna fight, just beat her up. I get to swinging on him again because shut up. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. So I'm calling her, y'all. I'm FaceTiming her. I'm doing everything. I'm like, come back. She like, I'm around the way. I can still come back. So my friend Piggy, she like, you're not finna go out there and fight them by yourself. Like, I'm finna pull up. Like, what's going on? So I'm like, okay, pull up. Like, whether it go, we finna fight again. So I'm still talking stuff to Ted Uncle at this point, y'all, because why did you let them up in here? Like, who told you that was okay? I'm telling him that's why you smell like mildew. You dang near pushing 30. Nobody wants you around. Like, you old bastard. Like, how could you do something like that to a young queen? So, y'all, I'm pacing. I'm still mad. I'm yelling at Ted. I'm still mad. Finally, my friend come, y'all. She come, I'm steady calling the girl. I'm like, where you at? She like, I'm not finna come fight you if the boy finna come with you. I'm like, no, I'm finna leave him at home. This finna be some me and you stuff. Like, no, you done came in here and disrespected me in front of my man, girl. I'm all in here in my Walmart panties. This is not what we finna do. Like, you done came, you could at least woke a bitch up. You done seen me slob. I sleep ugly. Like, you in here while I'm sleeping? I'm sleep. Like, y'all, I cannot believe it. Like, I could not fathom that. Like, I cannot believe it. So, y'all, we get in the car. She like, where we finna fight at? I'm like, we can take it down the street right from this house. But okay, y'all, that's neither here nor there. We get there, y'all. They already there. So my friend, she hurry up. She zoom in. She pull right next to them. I hurry up. I instantly get out the car. I go to her door. I'm pulling on her door. Her door locked. She laughed. I'm like, I'm not playing. Get out the car. So she get out the car, Subway Shoes get out the car, and Meatball get out the car, and it's me, my friend Piggy, and my other friend. So boom, we just get to instantly, we just fighting, y'all. We just instantly get to fight. My friends cheering me on, her friends cheering me on. We just fighting, y'all. We just throwing them, like we just in each other shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I end up tripping and falling on the ground. So my friend ended up jumping in and putting me on top of her. So at this point, I'm on top of her. So she telling her friends, like, get her up off me, like, y'all just letting her jump me. Mind y'all, Subway Shoes, this bitch is 6'2", long and sleepy, built like a 14-year-old boy who just started puberty. If she wanted to, she could have reached her arm out and took both my two little friends by their neck and wrangled them. And Meatball, y'all, I already knew Meatball wasn't on nothing, I ain't gonna lie. Cause what's so crazy about this story, y'all, is a couple days before this happened to me and my friends, we pulled up to Meatball house. And y'all, my friend beat Meatball up, y'all. And she said we jumped her, but we only just kicked her a little bit. And my friend hit her upside her noggin with something. So, yeah, I knew Meatball wasn't nothing. But anyways, we just still fighting, y'all. So eventually, they get to trying to break it up. But she not letting my hair go. So I'm not trying to let her go. So they all just like, let go, you let go. I'm like, no, she let go. She like, no, you let go. It's just a let go, a frozen moment at this point, basically. So we both just end up letting go. We just talking shit to each other. She like, yeah, and y'all jump me. Watch this, we'll be back. And they got to running towards their car. So we got to running towards our car. So, y'all, they get to trying to, like, zoom down the street. So my friend, like, where do they think they going? Like, why they think they just finna leave and they just came in there and just hit you at your sleep? So she get to zooming right behind them after. So, y'all, they trying to hit zigzags. They doing wide turns. Like, they just trying to, like, drive crazy because she, like, zooming right behind them. So they tried to hit a wide turn, y'all. She took her car and literally went full force into their car. But it couldn't have been that hard, y'all, because they, like, it, like, bumped them, like, to the side of the street, but they hurried up and skirted off right after that. we followed them for a little bit, but then we just like, fuck it. And we just went back to where we was. So now at this point, we just on live about each other. She texted me, like, be ready to fight tomorrow. Like, we running that back, this, and the third. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm still mad at this point because I really cannot believe you saw me sleeping ugly. Like, what the hell? So my friend's like, where you going? You don't need to go back over there. And guess what, my little young dumb. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to finish laying up. Just young, y'all. Just young and dumb.